Hello, Walnut. It is me, Laz, here for another impromptu Q&A session. Thank you so much for these. Basically, they are a little way for me to give you a quick snip and practice using my sacral by responding to your question and practice with my undefined throat center of what my brain has to say and trying to make it compute with the way it is expressed out because I feel it's been a work in progress, right? So these are actually really fun for me. They bring me a lot of joy, and thank you so much for your questions. Today's question is I've been asked, how has your personal celebration mindset evolved since I started Walnut Wednesday? I will preface this with the fact that I have created, and it's probably due for a revamp actually. So now I'm thinking maybe my response to this is actually like, I have to revamp this. But I have a whole workshop called Elevate to Celebrate, which was a whole journey and a half. I think it's about an hour or so, all about celebration and what I've learned. And yes, I have a little bit more embodimentness since it came out, but the groundwork is also sort of still the same. When I started Walnut Wednesday, the term was always thrown around like, yay, celebrating you when someone joined a container or did something. And I didn't really get it. I didn't really understand, how can you celebrate someone? But as I got to thinking, and I'll keep this really short and sweet, Walnut, you can go to the links in my bios or find me wherever. Just look up Walnut Wednesday on the internet and you'll find an area where you can join Elevate to Celebrate and check out the replay, because it actually, I feel like, is a masterpiece. There's not a lot I would change if I were to revamp it, apart from maybe put it on a platform. But so if you want more goss on celebration, I 100% have that. But the main things in terms of the celebration evolution is the understanding that celebration does not need to be big. It does not need to be the bougie, expensive bubbles. And if it is, that's great too. I love buying really like pricey champagne and like the way that it tastes and all those sort of differences. But I also like to just have a really special home cooked meal, or there's so many different ways that you can celebrate, having a quick boogie to a particular song. And what I've come to understand and really like hone in on is that celebration is the anchoring or the holding in of a particular moment. It's just bringing that intentionality, that awareness to one particular moment that you want to like hold on to forever. So that's how I think of celebration. But of course, with that comes all sorts of different ties to, you know, your worthiness as well, which is something that I have had a huge journey, and that's tied to your boundaries, that's tied to your self-love, all of the things that encompass worthiness. But what I have also found and kind of live by is celebration is the acknowledgement that you're worthy. So if it's anything that you take from this little Q&A, Walnut, is that celebration is the acknowledgement that you are worthy and you are worth celebrating. So I'll leave it at that. Check out Elevate to Celebrate, and I hope this answers the quick fire Q&A sesh.